I know I'm going to do it wrong and set everything on fire. Hey everyone! I have a lot to tell you today, so grab a drink, grab a project, and we'll get started. First things first, this week is going to be a little bit different on this channel. So normally I have different videos, Wednesdays, Fridays, different days of the week. I don't this week. In fact, I don't think I have any more videos besides this one this week, except for Back to Basics on Thursday, because that's pre-recorded. You may or may not know, Teresa at Critters Crochet, she lost a family member in the middle of the night, and she messaged me, and I told her I'd handle everything. So, first I'm going to tell you about what she does on her channel, and then I'm going to tell you about what's going on my channel, so that you make sure to give her some watch hours this week while she doesn't have any videos. On Mondays, she usually shows what she makes. On Tuesday, she has Toss-Up Tuesdays, where she's been drawing numbers out of a basket that correspond with a magazine. And then she also draws a color from another basket, so she has to make that item in that certain color, and she gives herself about a week to make it. And she's got a couple episodes of that already, so please go check out that. On Wednesdays, she does Battle of the Stitches with Heather at Strings and Threads. And what happens is, they have this book, which I own. This place is such a mess. Anyway, they take stitches from that book, and they've been going in order. And what happens is there's 4 people every month. There's Heather at Strings and Threads, plus Teresa at Critters Crochet, and 2 others that will all battle it out, and they will make something with that stitch. They will also teach you how to make it. So these are all original patterns. And what happens is, this is every Wednesday. Week 1, they show you the stitch, and they show you how to do the stitch, just the stitch all by itself. Week 2 is the sneak peek of that pattern they're making, so it's your little glimpse into what might be happening, and you're always allowed to guess in the comments section what you think they're making. Week 3 is the reveal. Yes, is the reveal of the pattern, and they also give you a tutorial on how you can make the pattern, so that's pretty cool. And then week 4 is the voting. Well, actually, week 3 is the voting. And then week 4 is the live, where they tally up all the votes, because you vote on Heather's page. You can vote for which project you think should win. And then you attend live, and you see whoever voted is entered in a giveaway. And you can pick which of the 4 items you liked, because even if that one wins, that's just for them, basically. You don't have to pick the one that wins. And then they also give you a little baggie of goodies. It's really nice. So that's what happens. If there are 5 Wednesdays in a month, they just do 2 weeks of voting. So they come on that 4th Wednesday, tell you to keep voting, and they might mention the next month's stitch. So yeah, when it gets 5 months, it's 5 months. When it gets 5 weeks, it's a little tricky. Thursdays at 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern through the month of August, and we started in July, Teresa and I are teaching you back to basics. That is the very basics from the very beginning, starting with what do you actually need to crochet all the way to the magic ring. We are teaching you every Thursday at, again, 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern on both of our channels. So, we both put up videos at that time. They will be in a playlist. I don't know if she has one this week or not, so it may just be me. But if her video is there, I will put it in the playlist. So whether you are a beginner, whether you are a veteran, learning the basics or refreshing your brain with the basics is always a good idea. I watch basic tutorials all the time. Sometimes I learn things, and sometimes I learn things not to do. Fridays is usually just a fun Friday over there. Teresa just does whatever she wants. She may have something to show you. She may have something she made. She may have something to talk about. Fridays are just fun. So go check out Teresa at Critters Crochet. She is trying really hard to get to 2K very soon, hopefully before her birthday, hopefully way before then. And please go check out her videos and her lives. Give her some watch hour action while she's away, okay? Now, Teresa and I normally do a live every other Thursday on her channel and mine. Unfortunately, we can't do it this Thursday because she had an emergency. So what we decided to do, because we already asked someone to join us, what we decided to do was the live will be on my channel this week. And Teresa cannot join us, but I have a guest. It is Andy at the Crafty Witch. I will link her channel down below. You should go check her out. She does amazing lives for hours and hours and hours. I don't know how she does it. I don't know. As a spoonie myself, I don't know how she does it. But anyway, she does. She crochets for hours. It's a lot of fun on her lives. She also has a few tutorials up and some really fun videos. So go check out her channel. I will link her down below. She is more of the spooky vibe. So, you know, as we are approaching the spooky months, although in my house, it is fall. Autumn leaves and pumpkin please. Yeah, it is fall here. So, see, I've got my fall jumper and my spooky wicked headband. So, I'm all decked out. Anyway, yeah, that is happening Thursday at 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern on my channel. PM, by the way, on my channel, and she will be the guest. So join us then, because it'll be really exciting. Okay, Decade Divas. Super important. If you are a Decade Diva, please pay attention to this video. If you are not a Decade Diva, still pay attention to this video, because this will affect you as well. Okay, Decade Divas of 2025. If you are a Decade Diva of 2025, listen to me. Put your project down. Look at me in the eye. Okay. We have had people drop out. Your schedule may have changed. You may be going a different date than you thought. I don't like doing that to people, but we cannot have people all by themselves on one day. It does not work that way. We can't have that. So, I had to change things around. Teresa and I were going to have a meeting, but she had her stuff come up, and so I just took it under my wing and I moved people around. I'm sorry if you don't like it. This is what happens when you drop out this late, okay? You affect everyone. So those of you who gave me really lame excuses, not good ones, some of you, totally legitimate excuses. Collabs need people who commit. This is why we had a deadline. So, anyway, your schedule may have changed, and I'm sorry. If you really, 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 really cannot do the date that I've given you, there's no way to pre-record for you. There's no way you can change your date. And by the way, those of you who have already uploaded your video, just go into YouTube and change the date. Super easy. Anyway, but those of you who are still needing to record, or you're not finished with your projects or whatever, get back to me and we'll see what we can do. But for the most part, if there's any way that you can just keep whatever schedule I give you, that would be great. So, okay. That's for the divas. And then also read your email, because there have been some changes to some of the things we need you to say or put in your description box. Anyway, if you are not a Decade Diva, but you would like to participate, what you need to do is you need to upload photos of whatever you've made and then say a little tiny description of how it relates to the 1970s, and you need to post them to my community page, not my Facebook group, not my Instagram. Don't email me. They need to go in my community page. We have a week where nobody is posting videos, and we would prefer if you would post your photos then, because then you also wouldn't get drowned out by the videos. But if you don't know how to post on YouTube, there are lots of videos on it. This is a brand new thing that they've just added, and so there are videos on how to do this. Yeah, and we start September 2nd. Teresa and I are first. We're the only ones on that day, so Teresa and I will be doing our videos on September 2nd, and we are off. So we're ready. If you have to drop out of Decade Divas, please let it be an emergency. Somebody in your house is sick, somebody passed away. An emergency. okay? You have had so much time to do this. Everyone had to join by March. So, please, do not drop out unless it's an emergency, because it affects the other people that you are with that week, if you do. Okay. All right, I think that's all the Decade Diva stuff taken care of. Let's move on to all the stuff the companies want me to talk about. So please stay and listen. This is really cool stuff, but I have to talk about this stuff. I know a lot of you guys don't like when I do my videos and it's like, it feels like a commercial or something. I try really hard not to let my videos feel like a commercial, but I do work for companies who do expect me to talk about their stuff. They need to see that I'm talking about it. It is important. So, OPhire. First of all, they have released the Lollipop Duo hook, which is too cute. Sorry, this way. The Lollipop Duo hook, which is adorable. Isn't that fun? So fun. So, yes, this is the Lollipop Duo hook. Is a vibrant mix of bursting, playful colors reminiscent of the vintage childhood candy. It is out now, and it's on sale because it's part of the end of summer sale, which is 15% off the whole site. No exclusions that I know about. Whole site from August 1 through 10. It's the perfect time to grab any colors you were looking at for hooks, hook stands, yarn bowls, any of the little accessories. Also, the summer hooks and stitch markers and everything, they're gonna go away. These are only seasonal. So if you like the summer hooks or the stitch markers, you need to get them now, because these will be going away because fall has to come in. So these are all seasonal, but the 15% off the whole site is for everything. Everything. So, you can use the link down below. Even if you don't buy anything, please click on my OPhire link. It does tell OPhire that you were you were active in seeing my video and therefore you clicked on my link. So even if you don't buy anything, please click on the link. It does help me. But if you buy something, I get a teensy little bit back, like 10 cents. But I do get a little bit back, and that does help the channel. And I am going to be pushing more stuff at you guys because I have to buy advent calendars this year. And so I have to make money to do that. So, yeah, that is the end of summer sale at OPhire. I highly recommend that you check it out. It's really good. 15% off is a good deal. It really is. And it's everything in the shop. The seasonal stuff, the non-seasonal stuff, the limited edition, the non-limited edition, everything is 15% off from August 1 through 10. So, now's the time. Okay, August is Granny Square month. Happy Granny Square month. International Granny Square Day is the 15th, if you did not know, August 15th. So if you want to post any Granny Square projects in my community tab on the 15th of August that are, Granny Square related, I would love to see them. We would love to see them. The world would love to see them. So you might want to do that. But to celebrate / break in their new warehouse, yes, their new warehouse, OPhire, would like you to participate in a fun Granny Square related project. Okay, I'm going to read this because there's no way I memorized this. Here's the scoop. Please send a 6" by 6" Granny Square in the stitch and color of your choice. Get creative, make it yours. We'll seam all the squares together and display the finished piece on our wall for everyone to admire. Submissions open late August and close end of September. And then they'll share exact dates pretty soon. But the reason I'm allowed to mention it is because you guys can be working on your squares now. Please feel free to share with your followers. See? You guys get to participate in a big collaboration with OPhire by making a square and sending it in. So work on those squares now. It's not open yet, but you can start working on those squares right now. Real quickly, I'm not allowed to mention any more specifics, but boy, the fall stuff is coming. OPhire has a lot of new stuff that they're ready to unveil this fall. Yeah, so that's OPhire. Twice Sheared Sheep. Right now, the summer clearance sale is going on where they sell mystery bags. The mystery bags are a $75 value, but they sell them for $50. And you don't know what you're getting, but everything in it has been in a previous surprise box. The surprise box is their subscription box that you get 3 a year. You might have seen me open some of those on the channel. Those items that are exclusive to those boxes, they've had extras of, so they put them together and make them little grab bags. I bought a couple, so I will open them on the channel, but by the time I get them, they will be gone, y'all. They will be gone. So don't wait for me to open them. Get them now. They're a really great value. They're so cute. And the one I got, was it January, I think? Was so fun. But this time, you are guaranteed a skein of yarn. Whoa, that wasn't in the last one. Yeah, this time you are guaranteed a skein of hand-dyed yarn in every package. Along with all the extra goodies like stitch markers and row counters and tins and stuff like that. What? Yeah, those mystery bags do not last long. They only made 356 of them. Grab them now. All you have to do is go to the Twice Sheared Sheep page, which I will link down below. And then you have to click on the thing that says shop. And there's a little drop-down menu, and then it says on sale. You click on sale, and then you see mystery bags. There's only 2 items on there, and one I think is sold out, but the other one says mystery bag. So, very easy. That only lasts until the 8th of August. Till the 8th of August. Or when they all sell out. It's a great opportunity. I love this because I didn't get any of the stuff from last year's surprise boxes, so this is my only way. And it's very exciting for me. I know a lot of the themes from last year I really liked too, so I'm very excited. Yep, I'm still selling advent calendars over here. Twice Sheared Sheep's advent calendar is not Christmassy, it's not wintry. The theme is storybook, based on classic novels, nursery rhymes, and fairy tales. So this advent calendar I think will be absolutely beautiful this year. Last year was cute. I think this year will be pretty. So I'm very excited. I don't get to know what's inside it. You don't get to know what's inside it, but that's part of the fun. So the Twice Sheared Sheep Advent Calendar is still on sale. But September 2nd, you can no longer get the Advent Calendar on sale. The code ADVENT25, where you can save $25, will be gone. So get your advent calendars now. The link is down below in the description box. This is a gorgeous advent calendar. This is not like other advent calendars. Things are handmade, handcrafted, hand-dyed. This is beautiful. I love this advent calendar. I mean, I love the one from last year, so I'm gonna love this one. And I love anything Twice Sheared Sheep. That's why I work for them, because I like their stuff. They take pride in their stuff, y'all. And they have a lifetime warranty on their stuff. If something breaks, you contact them. They are only here for a limited time. Once they're sold out, that's it. They don't come back. And everything in the advent calendar is not sold in the stores. If you want to get an advent calendar because you like fairy tales, you like fantasy, you like storybooks, you like novels, this is the one for you. Whether you crochet or knit, this calendar is made for both. There's gorgeous hand-dyed yarn, a tin. You know how I feel about the tins. Stitch markers, row counters, all kinds of things could be in this advent calendar. But you are guaranteed at least 1 row counter, at least 1 set of stitch markers, at least 1 tin, at least 1 skein of yarn, and a pattern by an independent designer. Yes. So all of that will be in the advent calendar. So check that out down below. If you need to know more about the advent calendar, I will link my video where I talk about the advent calendar also down below. And that is Twice Sheared Sheep. Valari! Have you seen the new craft cover, which has pockets and loops so that crafters can put their hooks, their scissors, and other things that are right there when we need them? This cover is amazing. First of all, this pillow is amazing. If you have not seen my review on this pillow, I will link it below because I love this. I love this so much. Anyway, this new cover is amazing because there are pockets on both sides. There's a little strap, and then there's this big pocket that goes here. You can also use for, where did my tin go? I like to put my tin in this one. See? And nothing moves around. Everything is secure. How cool is that? So, yeah. I don't want breakable stuff just hanging around, though, so I am going to take it out. But if I was using this, all of my stuff would be right here. Also, they have reinforced the buckle and the strap. This is now a much stronger material. So they've really changed this. The zipper is stronger as well. I love the little logo. I think it's so cute. Anyway, I love the two-tone. It's super fun. Say you don't want the pockets or the pockets are annoying you, just flip it over. Just flip it over. And then you've got a brand new color. Although, I don't know why the pockets would annoy you, but some people say that they don't want them. Okay, fine. Flip it over. It's two-sided. Yeah. I love my Valari pillow. Valari is now the name of the pillow, but the website is now Crafteaze.com, not to be confused with Crafteaze Tools. So that's a whole different company, whom I technically actually work for, but they've never sent me an email on what I'm supposed to do. Anyway, Crafteaze is where Valari now lives, and it is the Valari pillow by Crafteaze. Anyway, they now sell some beautiful hooks and some beautiful yarn, and they also have like a couple of yarn stands and things for crafters. So they started out as like a gaming pillow and stuff, but they've noticed that the crafting community has really taken to this pillow. So now they started to cater towards us, which is nice because we probably use it more than gamers, honestly. And yeah, so now they have a section just for us. They also have some project bags. There's some great stuff on their website. Again, I will link it down below. If you use the code Spoonie15, I believe. I think it's Spoonie15. I'll put the correct one here if that's wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's Spoonie15 or Spoonie Stitcher 15. Like I said, I will write it here because I don't remember my own code. Sorry. Anyway, you will save 15% off the shop. So, you can save 15% off the pillow, you can save 15% off the yarn, the hooks, the bags, whatever you choose. So, yeah. And again, clicking my link helps me. So, but if you do not have a Valari pillow, put this on your Christmas list. Tell everyone that you want this because you do. You do. And lastly, Premier Yarns. Yes, I technically do work for them. And they are putting out a new yarn August 8th. That's all I can say. I'm not allowed to talk about it or anything until August 8th, and I'm not doing a video on August 8th. So, just so you know, I guess look on my community tab on August 8th, and then I can tell you details about the yarn. They did recently put out a new yarn, though, that supposedly doesn't shed. Oh, you know your girl is super interested in that. So I bought 2 colors, and I used my friend Teresa's link because, you know, makers helping makers. And so I got our favorite colors. I got teal for me and pink for her. I can never remember how to do this on the computer. As you can see, those are 2 colors that I like. Anyway, but they also happen to be Teresa's favorite color and mine. And I have a very cute, fun project planned for these where I am going to test the new Kato tool. Kato has sent me a tool to try, which is supposed to help with shedding as well. And this yarn isn't supposed to shed. I am so excited for that video. I couldn't do it for a while because I needed projects, because I didn't want to just waste the yarn. I needed to make projects to see how the yarn would work. Like, one of my biggest problems with yarn that shed is not when I just cut off the yarn. You know, if you make something in one piece, shedding's not that big a deal because it's one piece. But if you have to sew things, it can be a really big deal. My corgis, which I like to make in fluffier yarn, I have to sew on ears and muzzles. Paws and everything are made in one piece. But I have to sew on ears, muzzles, and then any extras, like the little ice cream scoop that I need to sew on. So I'm very curious to try this yarn doing that and to use my tool doing that to see if I can stop the shedding. Because if I can, first of all, if this yarn is not shed, the moment this stuff, like, you know, whenever Premier has one of their big sales or whatever, I'm buying a ton of this. I might even ask for some for Christmas if this yarn really doesn't shed, because I'm going to start using it a lot. But if this tool works out for me, then that would be great too, because then y'all have an option to use any yarn you want. You don't just have to buy non-shedding yarn. You can buy any yarn you want, use this tool, no more shedding, and no fire. Yeah, I know a lot of people are like, just take the lighter and light the end of the yarn. I don't want to do that. One, I don't like fire. And two, I know I'm going to do it wrong and set everything on fire. Plus, I have shaky hands, so that is a terrible idea for me. Fire with shaky hands. Makes total sense. That's a terrible idea. So, no. I'm hoping this tool works out, because I would be so happy. So they sent it to me. I'm very excited to try it. And, yeah, I'm so excited for that video. But I'm not quite ready for it yet. The pattern is, there you go. Okay, there was your sneak peek of the pattern. If you want to try this supposedly non-shedding yarn, it is the Parfait Plush Super Bulky, and this is considered a 6 weight. Now this, I agree. This is a 6 weight. The regular, couldn't do that again if I tried. The regular Parfait Chunky is also called a 6, but as you can see, they are not the same thickness at all. That's because this is a 5. I don't care what the label says. This is a 5 weight. This is a true 6 weight. So, you probably don't want to use them together unless you're using this to like sew stuff on top, you know? But, yeah, it'll mess up your tension if you use them together, crochet-wise. But if you're just adding stuff, you can use this all you want. So, yeah. Parfait Chunky is a 5 weight. Parfait Plush is a 6 weight. Regardless of what the labels say, listen to the Spoonie Stitcher. I've been messing with yarn weights a long time. This is a true 6. Now they also want you to use a 9mm hook. I'm trying to think if even with my burnout blanket yarn, which is the same thickness, if I would use a 9mm hook. No. I would use a 6, 6.5, 7, and an 8. Not past an 8, probably. I have used a 9mm with a 7. Now that makes a good fluffy slipper. But I'm curious if these will make good slippers too. I really want to make slippers out of this. I mean, how gorgeous is this? Especially if it doesn't shed, then it doesn't, like, you know, poof in my washing machine, which would be great. But the number one thing I'm excited about. Finally got my hands on the Premier Parfait Chunky Fruits in apple. So Premier makes the chunky, not the chunky, but they make the fruit yarn in sock weight and in worsted weight, and I love those, and I'm still messing around with my plan with those. It's just not working out the way I want, so it's kind of disappointing. That's why you haven't seen anything on here about the fruit yarn, but I love the fruit yarn, okay? As a yarn, it is a soft, really nice to work with acrylic. It's just not doing what I want it to right now, but they do not make apple in sock or worsted weight. They only make it in the chunky. I have had an idea since last year, and I drew it. I hope I can find my drawing. I've had an idea since last year on how to use this, and I finally got my hands on apple. Apple sells out a lot. I'm surprised it's popular because it's mostly red and brown, but okay. I got my hands on an apple cake. Hopefully, I only need one. It's 262 yards, which is more than a lot of the bulkier yarns give you, but we'll see. If I have to order another one, then I have to order another one. So, I have the cutest fall pattern for this. I mean, I'm really excited for this idea, so I hope you like it too. But anyway. Okay, that was a lot of talking. If you're still here, God bless you. There's so much going on. There's so much going on. Fall is going to just come at y'all, okay? we're going to come at you, we meaning the Decade Divas, Teresa, myself, everybody, we're just going to come at you with fall videos. I mean, I have plans for fall, she has plans for fall, lots of people have fall related things. And if you like fall, Who's That Tot is for you, all I'm gonna say. Thank you so much for being here today. Please remember to click on any of my links down below. Even if you don't buy anything, it does help me. Check out my videos, check out my affiliate links, anything, it helps me. I could use the watch hours. Share out my videos because then people will see them and I will get more subscribers, and that would be great. Please comment something down below. It doesn't matter what it is, just be respectful, obviously. But comments really help me. So comments, likes, shares, all of that really help. So thank you so much for being here today. Remember, life happens, yarn helps, and spoonies can stitch it up too. And I'll see you Thursday.